Hello everyone and welcome to Little Cup Wi-Fi week 6, I believe this is. This is probably one of the most pivotal games of the season. I really need to start winning some more games, otherwise I'm going to be out of playoffs. And I happen to be against the Galactic Garchomps and Silver Smasher here. So this is me, Silver Seraph, versus Silver Smasher. To be honest, he's a really close friend of mine. Has taught me so much. But this is his first venture into the Little Cup, really. So it's going to be interesting, because obviously I know Little Cup, and he knows Mons, like, phenomenally well. Yeah, and even worse so is that he's got an APOM, which obviously is the king of my Season 1 Showdown team, Gilgamesh. But yeah, as you can see from the matchup that's right up on screen at the moment, they bought a Alolan Diglett, which could have been literally anything. To be honest, we've got a APOM, which is just absolutely terrifying. You know, even with Fury Swipes over Tail Slap, it's just a monster. Fake out pressure, even with Return, it's still strong. Things like that. It's obviously got such a wide coverage. U-turn, knockoff, all the elemental punches, I believe. It's been a while, but like, yeah, it's got a lot of different things. Slowpoke is just fat. It's got Regenerator. It's got interesting typings. So yeah, Water Psychic, I believe. And just slacking off is just so annoying. So it's something that you're gonna really need to break. Dratini, God, just Rest, Shed Skin, Dragon Dance is just scary, or even Banded Outrage or Extreme Speed is just absolutely terrifying too. You've got Slandit, which could be Scarf, Sash, whatever. Apologies there. Yeah, Slandit is just strong. It's very fragile, but it's quite strong. And then you've got the token Defogger, I guess, in Zubat, which, I mean, it can be slightly scary if Scarfed, because Brightbird still does a fair bit. But other than that, you know, it's generally the token bird Pokemon, token flying type. For myself, obviously, I've got Webs, because Webs basically means that they're less scary. But I'm also running a Toxic Thread set, I believe, which slows down the opponent and poisons them. And I'm running Venoshock and Lunge. I believe it's the set that I bring. Lunge, obviously, to lower any attack. So depending on which is like more important at the time, I can either drop the speed drop on them, or I can drop the attack drop on them to make it more manageable for the rest of my team. I've got Scarf. Wait, is it Scarf? No, it's not. It's sorry, Double Dance. So Bulk Up, Dragon Dance, Scraggy this week with Intimidate, I believe. It basically just runs through his team if I can get both of them up. With Door Stab as well. Staryu is can't remember. It's it's been a while. But generic. 3 attacks recover, I think. Glameow is Fake Out Last Resort. It's a guaranteed 2-hit KO, I think, on Slowpoke. Which is phenomenal, because it basically means it just kills everything. Provided, obviously, that I go first. Which is why I need Webs up, so literally the only thing that stops Glameow just running through their entire team is Fake Out pressure from Apom. That's literally it. Or the priority that they have, but even so. We've got Defensive Fampi, Knock Off Rocks, etc., just to remove sashes and stuff, things like that. And then a Scarf Picky Peck, I believe, with just Bullet Seed, Knock Off, U-turn, Brave Bird, I think. So yeah, that's how it is. We're just gonna skip a little bit ahead. To be honest, I wasn't that confident. The mocks did go well, but they broke an entirely different team to what I brought in the mocks. But yeah, the game is basically Double Dance off Scraggy, or just break through with Glameow and hope that it works. And generally try and limit APOM. I realise, just posthumously, that speaking that protect last resort over fake out last resort was probably the better play here, but you know, that's something I can't really go into. But here, okay, I lead off Picky Peck, just thinking, okay, I can U-turn out, whatever. And they decide to run Diglett, and I'm like, okay, this is a free kill, to be honest. I'm just going to Bullet Seed here. I know you can get whatever in for free and potentially sell. I get a free Bullet Seed in, and this is just not really appreciating this. 5 times because of skill link. Turn 1, there is no other. Sorry, Silver. Turn 1 kill for me now. It's 6-5. They kind of got a strong thing there. They bring out Slander, and I'm like, okay. They brought it out quite quickly. I'm thinking it's a Scarf. I'm like, okay. Don't really want to risk a tie here. Things like that. So I got out to Famp, dedicated, switch into it. It's like, I kind of take that okay. I get poisoned, obviously, because my luck. Yeah, so I switch to Life Orb, and I'm like, okay. It's Life Orb. This means it's not Scarf. This means Picky Peck can kill it. I go into Picky Peck here, thinking that they're going to switch out to wanting to take an Earthquake, and they are the ballsiest person alive and Fire Blast me straight in the face. And I'm like, what? I'm sorry, what? I was going to live that Fire Blast and just got another free kill, mate. And you're just Fire Blasting me straight in the face. Madness. This guy's just got balls of steel. Like, kudos to him. That's one of the ballsiest things I've seen. I mean, I've done some stuff myself, but that was pretty ballsy. And obviously, I've just lost a great offensive threat in Picky Peck now. Straight down to 5-5, so I'm not quite so strong where I was before. But I go into Glamour here because I know I can just get a free fake out onto something. Be it this or something else. They're quite rightly click Protect here. Which obviously is blocked, but that doesn't really stop anything because Last Resort is still going to destroy them because I do outspeed. So they send in John Jr. here, which is their Slowpoke, and here's where they're going to realise that Slowpoke is not a risk to Last Resort at all, as I do a clean 55% to them. And they're like, no. Switch out for a Generator, and they basically decide, you know what, let's just sack Salandit to Glameow here. It's just too strong. The pressure's too over to it. Glameow comes in and gets a nice clean Last Resort off. So now we're up 5-4. It's looking good. They're bringing APOM, and I'm like, okay, well, here's the game. Quite clearly, they're going to fake out, and this is just going to be a game of fake out, Last Resort, fake out, tail slap, whatever. It's literally going to be a game of I sack to APOM, they sack to Glameow, and just that's how it's going to work. That's just the whole game right there, which is why I said I probably should have got Protect rather than Last Resort here, because then I stop their fake out. And whilst we do actually speed tie here, when webs are up, I will outspeed and then I can win the game. So that's the aim here. I really should have run Protect, but it's fine. It's just going to be back and forth with faking out here. Basically seeing who's faster in that regard. So I come into Fan P here and they fake out. Which is okay, I guess. Yeah, obviously not wanting to risk a speed tie until webs are up. I don't take this at all. I've basically just sacked it. C-Bomb's a great play from them. Ice Punch would have worked as well, but yeah, C-Bomb's pretty fair considering. Even though I do have 2 grass types and 1 is a grass immunity. I didn't bring either of them, but that's regardless of here. I bring in Scraggy here, they're not going to want to stay in here. If they're too late, they're -1, they definitely can't kill me here. This is free Bulk Up. And I go for the Bulk Up first, because I know that I can take pretty much anything, and then that allows me to DD here. Now they go into what is a Scarf Zubat here. Now, if I had DD here, I don't think I still would have outsped the Zubat, which is really important, because they are Scarf, and if I didn't have that Bulk Up, I wouldn't have lost this fight. But because I do have the Bulk Up, I live on 2 HP, they take a nice chunk of recoil, I got the Berry Juice, and I'm just like, okay, well, I could DD, but they'd start speed, and then that's just me dead anyway. I'm just going to kill this thing. I'll try and get the DD up on something else. Now, it's a bit dumb, really, because, honestly, I should have gone out into something else and tried to preserve this as more of a win con. because in the calcs, the way it worked is I calced for fake out into Fury swipes, and something must have been wrong with the calc, or it wasn't expecting enough, because I calced for all the hits, obviously, because it's napalm, it's going to hit 5 times with tail slap, with Fury swipes even. But something must have been wrong, or they got a bit too many high rolls, which is fair enough. That's fine. But generally, it's saying that I would have lived a fake out into Fury swipes, unless they got a couple of high rolls out of them. So I'm thinking, yeah, I just stay in here and then I DD and win, something like that. So I take that. I'm like, okay, they should only do 15 HP here. That's the high roll. That's another high roll. Yeah, basically they got at least one high roll there. It did a lot more HP as it's supposed to do, and they killed me, which is really unfortunate. I think they got a couple of high rolls there. I should have lived that. It's unfortunate. Oh well. Obviously, they're going down to a bit more life orb stuff here, and I can come out straight into Fampy here. They're coming out even, sorry. Fampy's dead. Yeah, coming out, and I get through fake out, which I'm really surprised that they stayed in on this, because that does do a lot, obviously. They're not going to stay in on here. They're going to switch out, and I'm going to decide to switch out myself, because I'm thinking, okay, they're not staying in here. They don't want to lose their APOM. But they do stay in. They stay in the brick range. I'm like, you kidding me? I mean, yeah, that would have killed, but it was a speed tie. Like, were you really willing to risk a speed tie on the whole game here? But apparently so. But fair enough, I got the safe thing here. I switched into my resist here. And they're not going to want to stay in here, so I get 3 webs up, which is great, because it means that fake out is literally the only thing that can particularly win here outside of this Dratini going wild. Now, it's alright that my Spinarak's in here, because even if they do decide to DD on me, I do have lunge, so basically they're only getting a speed boost here, or I can go with the Venoshock, with the Toxic Thread even. Although, obviously, Shed Skin, it's not going to make much difference toxic-wise, but it will lower their speed. So I have that choice between, do I want to sort out their speed, or do I want to sort out their attack here. I'm going for the attack instead, so they go for a Dragon Dance. It's basically trying to tell them that it's not going to work. Like, you're not going to be able to just stay in on me. It's not going to happen. See, I do, what, 40% there, so it's a 3 hit KO for me. They realise, okay, so I'm neutral, I do have to stop this devastating break here. It's the only way I'm going to get through. Otherwise, Spinarak's, like, yeah, stopping this flat. So they have to waste their devastating But yeah, they kind of have to pop that. That's the only way they're going to get past it. I think an Outrage just barely didn't kill where it was. So there we go. And I bring in the Glammy out. Obviously go for the fake out. And they're just going to go take this right now. They do outspeed is the issue here. Obviously because of the +1 speed. So unfortunately I do have to take a bunch of damage onto my Staryu, which I didn't want with the Outrage. But I do know that I live the Outrage, and I think it's because I Scarf actually Staryu. I do outspeed. That was the idea, to speed at +1. So I do get a nice beam off here and kill it. Perhaps I should have gone into that before I did the whole fake out gun. That would have made more sense, but that was a gross misplay on my part. Obviously, I can't stay in here, but unlike I can't risk my Glammy out either. This was basically where I messed up. If I'd gone into this first rather than the Glammy out, I think I could have won the game, because I go into this and then obviously, you know, things are a little bit different. I have more HP to take this on. I feel like I could switch out. Obviously, I'm locked into Ice Beam here. There's nothing I can do except maybe switch on a slack op turn. Is kind of the idea here. But yeah, basically being at 1 HP, I'm just sat there. This is going to be like I'm really, really sorry, but I'm hoping for a freeze. The crit did not matter there at all, and they go for a freeze here. But it's basically guaranteed that this Slowpoke cannot 1v1 my Glameow, I don't think. Especially after a fake out. Again, obviously Protect would have been better and I would have won if I had Protect over fake out, I think. Obviously played it a little bit differently because I would have then not gone into the Glameow trying to fake out on the Dratini because I would have realised Staryu was obviously the better play here. But the point being is that now obviously I've done my fake out. It comes down to yeah, obviously they've done a lot of damage here. Really and obviously get down 3 HP. They crit as well, and this is game over. Because not only did they crit me into a range where I definitely 100% will not live the fake out. I don't think I would have lived it anyway, especially because it was Life Orb, but I 100% don't live it now. But it also comes down to the point where I'm looking off a burn as well, so if they you know, a bunch of things happening here. I will still be able to kill with Last Resort, but being on 2 HP means that I get the Last Resort. I mean, he could have switched out to the Slowpoke, but he's choosing instead to just let the Slowpoke die, bring in the Apon, click Fake Out on my 1 HP, and win the game here. So, congratulations to Silver. This was a really tense game on both sides. They were both setting up either side. It basically came down to Apom or Glameow, and I guess Apom's just proving why it's the tier 1 here and Glameow's the tier 2. But it was probably a fantastic game, one of the closest games I've ever had, like, personally speaking, like the tensest games. Something that I feel really enthusiastic about. Surprisingly, this is the first time I've ever played Silver, despite the amount of leagues I've been in with them. But yeah, without a doubt, this is probably one of the most fun, tense, engaging games. And for someone who's been feeling pretty burnt out from like Showdown Season 2, has not had the greatest season here due to a variety of reasons. Obviously, I didn't really build the best team to begin with. My luck's not really been the best lately. And a bunch of life issues. To the fact that this sort of game kind of like, it gave me a boost. I mean, we weren't doing great in a tournament at the moment, and it was kind of keeping me down. But no, this game really gave me the kick back into things. It's a shame that Silver has applied for the Wi-Fi division because I'll be running the Showdown division in Generation 8. But to be perfectly honest, I really love this guy. I'd love to teach him more. I'd love to play against them again. I feel like we can learn a lot from each other. And this was a really, really enjoyable game. Like I say, if I could change one thing about it, I probably would have taken Protect on Glameow over Fake Out. But, you know, prep's prep. Kudos to the winner. This is a fantastic game. I will now be going 3 and 4, I believe, which is not the best, but it's still doable. If I win out the final 3 games, I can still make playoffs, which is reassuring. Well, there will need to be a little bit of work doing, but because of the opponents that I play, like it will certainly help because they're people who are above me. Obviously, I can't afford to lose another game, and yeah, this puts me in a rough position in the league-wise, but at the same time, you know, I've got a bit of a subpar team compared to some people's. It's not the worst either, though, so, you know. I think the aim for this season now is to just have fun. If I don't win the next game, I'm just going to take it easy. There's no point trying too hard when, you know, you're facing up 3 of the best people in the league at the moment. If I lose one, I'll lose one. If I win it, then sure, I'll try for the playoffs. But, you know, it's been a fun run either way, so I hope you enjoyed week 6. I believe it's week 6. No, this will be week 7. What am I on? 3 and 4. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, because I believe I played Blinn, then Zombie, then Ollie left. So yeah, this should be week 7. Well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Ciao.